Getting ready to kayak out to the Centipede Island from Cabana. It's not too long a distance. I intend to kayak out to the first little island that you're seeing there where the boat is passing, and then go around Centipede Island, see if there is any way you could mount the island. It is alleged that it's full of centipede. I have come across fables and legends that sort of hampers people from making adventures, and I believe that this centipede legend is one of those. However, today, if all goes well, I should be on that island. I made it out to Centipede Island on my kayak. I don't know how well the footage is gonna be because I don't want this phone to get wet. So it's in a case. So this is the island, and I have circumnavigated it, went all the way around. Mind you, the other end of the island is in the Bocas, so you will understand that I was out in some rough waters, and the passing of the boat sent a lot of wake my way, and it wasn't fun or funny. However, the island is mountable. I could have gotten on the island. So the next time around the island, I will be going on board the island. But in the meantime, I'm just enjoying the view that the island presents to me. That's Army base out there, and I finally made it to Centipede Island. I haven't seen a centipede as yet. For those of you who believe in the legend and the myth, I haven't seen a centipede as yet. Okay, now this is the side of the island that broke into the sea during the earthquake some time ago. I was hoping that I would be able to mount the island from this side, but I would be foolish to do so because these rocks are unstable, to say the least, and it will be both impossible and impossible to mount from this side. So I will continue to circumnavigate this island until I'm satisfied that I am familiar with every corner, nook and cranny of it. I don't know, I love exploring, and just being able to probably spend a night on this island would be a dream come true for me. However, I'm floating out here in the kayak and enjoying this little island, Centipede Island. No centipede as yet. A few hours of paddling. Guess where I am? I finally made it down to Gasparee Island. It's one of the most beautiful landscapes I've seen. For those of you who have never circumnavigated Gasparee Island, this is for you. My goodness, this is just awesome. And some of the places are more beautiful than this. It's breathtaking. Yeah, I'm sort of lost for words. Now, most of the other places that I pass, they are private. Well, everywhere I'm to believe is private. They told me the only place I could moor in and take a sleep is at the church. I haven't yet found the church. I think I passed the church, but the church had a sign marked no trespassing, and I know my ass could get shot for trespassing, so I wouldn't try that. But I'm hungry and tired, and I would not beg for food, but I have a Coca-Cola in my cooler. I'll save that for emergency. But I am feeding off of this natural beauty. I'm just hoping that nobody is looking at me and thinking that I am violating their rights by filming their private property, but this is just beautiful. This is just beautiful. I spoke to one of the residents a while ago, and they told me that I am 2 miles. I've paddled 2 miles so far. Now, I think it's about 8, you know, but they said it's 2 miles. They're accustomed doing this with some jet boat. So, you know, they don't know what I've been through to get here. But all the landscapes, all the houses, all the property, it's just awesome. It's just beautiful. I'm glad I could do this at 53. I wanted to do this before I get to 54 because I don't know what will happen at 54. I had some things on my bucket list that I must cross off, and this is absolutely one of them. I wanted to get to Centipede Island. I got to Centipede Island, I look across, I saw Gasparee, and I decided to paddle to Gasparee on my little kayak. And I was able to do that. Now I'm circumnavigating Gasparee Island. They told me the other side of Gasparee doesn't have any houses. But I'm going until I can't go anymore, and then I'll drink my Coke. I hope I could find a spot to take a sleep before I go back in without getting shot. All right. Isn't this beautiful? I'm on Gasparee Island, and I met some nice people, and I got some food. In a while I will be going snorkeling and try to shoot a fish for dinner tonight. Food is finished, and I have enough energy now to go fishing. Yeah, we did it. All right, sir.
Lovely.
Okay, gentlemen.
Take it easy.
All right.
Safe journey.
Thank you. When you send, when you send it, I'll tell you that I reach back home safely.
Definitely.
All right. Tell Daddy thanks again.
Yeah, we will.
All right.
Take care, man. 53 and going on 54?
Huh?
54, nah, call it 54.
Going on 54?
54?
Never mind. first, man.
Yeah. Cool character.
I left Gasparee and on my way back to land, well, to Trinidad. All of it is Trinidad. On my way back to Chaguaramas. All right, so this is Centipede Island, the one that I set out to reach. You know, until I realized that I was created in the time when ships were made of wood and men were made of iron. And now it's a different era. However, I was able to make it to Gasparee Island and back. I got food, thank the Lord. Some nice people fed me. This is Army base, and this is Gasparee. This is Centipede Island, and behind Centipede Island would be Chaguaramas. So I must get around this island and then back to shore. I am midway. I am not afraid of depth. I don't know how deep the water is, and I ain't really concerned. But I'm afraid of distance. I don't like distance. But I don't think about depth. I remember when I was quite young, a teenager, we used to bathe on the wharf in Tobago, and nobody ever found out the depth of the wharf. You know, and we didn't. It's not until I was about 15 that I was able to touch the bottom of the wharf, and that was a great feat. So I'm not afraid of depth, but I'm afraid of distance. So I was told that the wrong trip would have been about 5 miles. So you know, it felt more like 10. So you know, but I'm heading back home. And the problems that I'm having now is from the wake of the boats. When the boats pass, like a boat is passing behind me, when the boat pass, the wake is terrible. So I'm heading back to shore now. I am back on land. This is what you will call the chronicle of the day I went to Gasparee Island on a glorified lunch container. Tupperware. It was beautiful. I really didn't think I could have made it to Gasparee. As you know, I set out just to conquer Centipede Island. And when I got there, I realized that Gasparee was within my grasp. When I got to Gasparee Island, a gentleman told me that all the docks are private, and I decided to find a place that was not private. He told me I could go to the church. When I went to the church, I saw no trespassing sign on the church, so I realized that that was also private. And I went around until I found the cave. And I docked at the cave and I met some nice people who fed me. That was beautiful. I felt like I was visited by angels. And now I'm back. I could afford to turn 43 now, because I've wiped that off my bucket list by far on my glorified Tupperware. My lunch container, my plastic box. No, it did well. It did well. I would advise anybody to get a kayak. Get a kayak. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of the sea. Don't be afraid that you have on a life vest, a life jacket. You could do it. I could turn 54 now. Well, that's what the guys were telling me when I was leaving. I could turn 54 now. I have done it.